Alrighty, so let's get started. I'm going to be answering a really important question today. And that question is, how do I niche as a couples counselor? I wore my married shirt today to get into the spirit of being married and being a couples counselor, and also giving you some recommendations on what you can do in order to niche down as a couples counselor. So niching down as a couples counselor is one of the best things that you can do for your practice, because there are a plethora of couples out there looking for you. And so one of the first things that you can do is get trained. A lot of the times in Facebook groups, I see people saying, I am looking for a Gottman trained couples counselor. I'm looking for an EFT trained couples counselor. That's those two are the most popular, but there are other ones. Terry Real has a training, Imago. There are a bunch of different types of couples counseling trainings that you can get. And so if you are wanting to niche as a couples counselor, you're going to want to definitely get one of those trainings. The great thing about Gottman is that you can get trained in 1 and 2. You can just get trained in 1. They have different programs. You can do a home study. You can go do a 2-day training or a 1-day training. EFT, they have some home studies as well. You can also do the 4-day externship. I highly recommend that one if you haven't already done that and you're looking to do EFT, which is emotionally focused couples therapy. And so you want to make sure that you have those trainings, because other therapists are going to be making a lot of those recommendations to their clients. I know when I refer to a couples counselor, I usually recommend that they look for some type of training. Again, EFT or Gottman. And I explain that to my clients and say, this is what you want to look for in their profile, whether it's on Psychology Today or their website. And so when you're thinking about naming your practice, if you're just starting out, you may want to include marriage counseling, relationship, couples, somewhere in the name of your practice. I know a couple of really great practices around here that use the word relationship, or again, couples counseling, marriage, something along those lines, so people know that this is what you specialize in and this is what you do. When you are designing your website, you want to make sure that couples are on the forefront, that the first thing they see are couples, right? So they know that they're in the right place. Under your services, you may have to break out the different types of couples counseling that you do. Maybe you do premarital counseling. Maybe you do affair recovery. Maybe you do some other type of specific couples counseling. If you're working with maybe LGBTQ clients, right? You're working with a specific type of client, that would be really great to put on there. And then when you're doing your marketing materials, you want to make sure that it's in the front and center that you are a couples counselor, right? So if you're doing an Instagram, you're going to want to pick couples as the pictures. You're going to want to talk about attachment styles. If you're an EFT therapist, maybe you want to share some of the Gottman, maybe the 4 horsemen regularly on your Instagram. And so when you're sharing things on your social media, whether you're sharing on Facebook, LinkedIn, on Instagram, that it's about couples, and that the pictures are couples. People are very visual people. So if I see couples on a website, I'm going to go, this person must work with couples. The other thing that you want to do is that you want to write blog posts about working with couples so people can find you very easily. You want to rank on Google in your area. So if you were to type in couples counseling, I'm in Davie, Florida, you would want to rank on the first page. One of the great ways to rank on the first page of Google is to identify some keywords: marriage counseling, couples counseling, affair recovery, relationship counseling, relationship therapy. You want to mix up all of those different things and write blog posts specifically for those keywords so people can find you. And don't forget to add your location, especially if you are trying to get people in your particular area. So again, there are 3 things that you want to do if you're looking to niche down to work with married people. So the first thing is that you want to make sure that you have a great training and you have a lot of skills in order to work with those couples. They can be taxing. The second thing that you want to do is that you want to make sure that your marketing material shows couples and the types of couples that you work with, and that is written everywhere, that you work with couples, relationships, all of those different types of things. Marriage is another good word. And then the third thing that you want to do is you want to take a lot of those words and you want to write blog posts around them so that people can find you very easily in your area. So good luck working with those couples. And I want to take a moment to give a shout out to TherapyNotes for being our sponsor today. If you are looking for an electronic health record, that is awesome. Definitely check out TherapyNotes. You can use the code Amanda for 2 months free as a part of my private practice tribe. Thanks, everybody. I look forward to answering some more questions.